It was Christmas on the island of Sodor. All the engines were working hard. Thomas and Toby were busy carrying people and parcels up and down the branch line. Everyone was happy. Only the coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, were complaining. It's always the same before Christmas, they groaned. We feel so full, we feel so full. Oh, come on, said Thomas. Where's your festive spirit? Christmas Day is almost here. By the side of the track was a lonely little cottage with a familiar figure waving to them. It's Mrs. Kindly, whistled Thomas. Peep, peep, Happy Christmas! Thomas always felt better for seeing her. Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas without Mrs. Kindly. When work was over, Thomas went to see the other engines. All their coats had been polished. "Huh," said Gordon, "just look at us. Your driver will have to work fast to get you as smart as us." "Never mind that," replied Thomas. "I've something important to say. Do you realize it's a whole year since Mrs. Kindly saved us from a nasty accident? You remember when she was ill in bed and—" "Yes, of course," interrupted Edward. "You told us how she waved her red dressing gown out of her window to warn you about a landslide ahead. And you and Toby gave her presents," Percy joined in, "and Sir Topham Hatt sent her to Bournemouth to get better." "But," said James and Henry together, "the rest of us have never thanked her properly." "Exactly," said Thomas. "So now I think we should all give her a special Christmas party." Everyone was getting very excited. The drivers felt sure that Sir Topham Hatt would agree, as indeed he did. The engines were all busy making plans when silence fell. Sir Topham Hatt had bad news. "The weather's changed badly. Mrs. Kindly is snowed up. Toby says he'll help to rescue her. You must help too, Thomas. There's no party unless you do." Thomas hated snow, but he said bravely, "I'll try, sir. We must rescue her. We must." "There's a good engine. You and Toby will manage splendidly." Thomas charged the snowdrifts fiercely. Sometimes he swept them aside, sometimes they stuck fast, and the men had to loosen them. But at the cutting near the cottage, they could go no further. "Look at that!" exclaimed Thomas's fireman. "Peep, peep, peep! Here we are!" whistled Thomas. An answering wave came from an upstairs window. Then they heard a familiar sound. "That's Terence," said Thomas. "He's come to help too." Sure enough, Terence had a snowplow and was working hard to clear a path to the railway line in safety. At long last, the rescue was complete. Percy took the tired workmen home. Terence said goodbye to Mrs. Kindly and promised to take care of her cottage as he watched them all set off. The engines made good time. No more snow had fallen, but the yard was dark. Thomas's heart sank. Suddenly, all the lights went on. What a marvelous sight awaited Mrs. Kindly. "Well done," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I'm really proud of you all." Mrs. Kindly especially thanked the smaller engines. "Thomas and Toby are all friends," she said. "And now, Percy, you are my friend too." Percy was very pleased. "3 cheers for Mrs. Kindly," he called. "Peep, peep, peep," they all whistled.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thomas the Tank Engine and his friends thought it was the best Christmas ever, and Mrs. Kindly could think of nowhere she would rather live than here with them on the island of Sodor. Thomas saw that everyone has something special to offer, and that's why everyone is special. But once in a while, a special person doesn't know she is special.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said, and if you wait long enough, you'll see what I mean.
Oh, I almost forgot. What about our letters to Santa?
I'll send them for you, express mail. there's Midge Snoot. Don't tell her a secret. She's sure to leak it.
Hello, Stacy.
Oh, hiya, Midge.
Has the train from Chubby Corners arrived yet? I'm expecting a present.
Oh, all the trains are running late because of the snowstorm.
Oh, and I've got so much to do. I've got to go to Twiddly Junction to pick up my Christmas goose. Then I have to hurry back to String Popcorn. Then I have to come back over here for the Indian Valley Christmas Committee meeting.
All right, well, here's your ticket to Twiddly Junction. And, Midge, here's some mistletoe for you.
Oh, thank you, dear. There's just never enough time. Stacy, did you know that the Christmas committee still hasn't picked anyone to play Santa's helper for the holiday pageant? Oh, I can't imagine who it will be. Can you?
Oh, no, I have no idea.
I didn't think so. Well, I'll just go over here till my train arrives. I'll be back for my present.
And Stacy, just a moment. Hello, Shining Time Station, Stacy Jones speaking. Oh, hi, Claire. Oh, you want to bring Vicky here this afternoon?
No.
Oh, sure, no problem. Okay, glad to be of some help. I'll see you in a little bit. What is your problem?
Vicky, she's horrible.
Oh, she's not horrible.
Yes, she is. She's mean and nasty and selfish and rude.
Oh, okay. Now, come on. Nobody can be that bad.
Vicky can.
Oh, now, come on, you guys. She must have some good qualities. Think about it.
Well, no.
Come on, you two.
Well, both her eyes are the same color.
Oh,
She never threw up on me.
Tanya.
Well, she does have a pretty good singing voice.
Great. Then you can sing carols together.
No, she never does anything you tell her to. Yeah, and she never smiles, even when you say something funny to her.
All right, listen, you guys. I told her mother that she can come here and play, so I want you to be nice to her, okay?
Will Santa know we've been nice?
Oh, yeah, Santa will know. And so will Vicky. I hope. Schemer, what are you doing? Look at this mess.
I can explain, Miss Stacy Jones. As I'm going to be playing the part of Santa's helper, I thought it appropriate that I get a really fat tummy so I can look the part.
You Santa's helper. Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, that ho, ho, ho will turn to oh, oh, oh when you see my Santa's helper's costume. My mommy made it.
You're going to wear a costume? That's neat.
Matman, Schemer doesn't wear a costume, he wears a concept, an advertising concept. You want to see this thing, Matt? On the back of my costume, there's a big sign that says, Santa says, give your money to Schemer. Hey, what's the matter? You think it should be a little more punchy?
Oh, Schemer, you know, you've had some nutty ideas in the past, but this one takes the cake.
Oh, cake! I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Miss Stacy Jones.
Schemer. You know, being Santa's helper is a lot more than wearing a costume with an advertisement on your back. It's what's inside that counts.
So what's the matter with having cake inside?
I don't mean what's inside your belly. I mean what's inside here, in your heart. Oh, Santa's helper has to be just like Santa Claus, somebody who's kind.
That's me?
Generous.
That's me?
Thoughtful.
That's me?
Whose name isn't Schemer.
All right, Miss Smarty Pants, who do you think should play Santa's helper?
How about Stacy?
Stacy Jones? That's a good one. How can she play Santa's helper? She's a girl.
Oh, yeah? Where does it say that a girl can't play Santa's helper?
Hey, who cares? I'm going to get the committee to vote for me anyway.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
get the committee to vote for me?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm the smartest one around here. The only one that can play Santa's helper anyway. My mommy makes good cake.
Here it is! It just arrived on the rainbow side.
A tree! Smells great.
It's colder than the North Pole out there.
Not quite as cold as the North Pole.
Oh, Stacy, meet Mr.
Nicholas.
Mr. Nicholas. He was kind enough to help me lug this part of the woods in here.